Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. This week, we have commenced our reflections on the theme of going beyond belief and experience. Let us move deeper into understanding why both belief and experience, though valuable, must ultimately be transcended on the spiritual path. Belief gives the mind a direction to move, and experience validates that direction. Yet, as Daji often reminds us, both belong to the realm of duality, the world of I and that. The heart's true evolution begins when this duality dissolves. The purpose of spiritual practice is not to collect a series of divine moments, but to dissolve into the divinity that makes them possible. In that state, we no longer say, I felt peace. Peace itself becomes our natural state. The subtle trap of experience lies in attachment. When experience joy, lightness, or stillness in meditation, we may start longing to repeat it. But each experience arises according to the condition of the heart at that time. The moment we try to recreate it, we move away from the present and slip into expectation. The heart's journey, however, unfolds only in the now. Realization comes not through repetition but through surrender, a quiet readiness to receive whatever the divine chooses to reveal moment by moment. In the beginning, experiences inspire faith. They remind us that something real is happening within. But as we progress, we learn that the absence of experience can be as transformative as its presence. When meditation feels silent, blank, or uneventful, it is not a void. It is the heart entering a subtler field where perception is no longer through the senses, but through being itself. Daji explains that when we stop measuring our progress, what we feel, we begin to live in a state of trust. The seeker who can rest in such an inner stillness without demand has taken a great leap toward realization. For in that stillness, the master's work becomes effortless. The ego, which constantly seeks proof, slowly dissolves, and the heart begins to merge with the source. Let us remember the path is not linear. Sometimes experiences are vivid, at other times they are quiet. Both are necessary and both are sacred. The silence that follow experience is where transformation deepens. Babuji once said, the real work happens when you are not aware of it. To go beyond experience, therefore, is to trust the unseen, to live by the certainty of the heart, not the impressions of the mind. Dear sisters and brothers, as we move ahead, let us continue to invite others into this inner journey by encouraging your friends and family to attend the Heartfulness Master classes and the BHED sessions. You'll find the additional reading material on the theme and also the videos of Revered Daji on this theme, which are available on the Heartfulness app under the Sunday tab dated 2nd November. You can explore this additional reading to deepen your understanding about the theme. Our inspirational reading this week continues from the chapter 1, which has a subsection titled Going Beyond Belief and Experience. And this is going to be from the Heartfulness Way, Book 2 by our beloved Daji. If you have your copy of the book, please read along with an open heart, allowing Daji's words to guide you beyond the surface of understanding into the living depth of experience itself. We would not be displaying the text of the book, therefore, you can get your copy and refer to the chapter. And The chapter is on the page number 19 of the book, Belief and Experience of God. Daji, often when you interact with newcomers, you question the idea of belief in God. Can you speak to us more about belief in God and experience of God? I often give the analogy of currencies. Currencies are supposed to be backed by resources like gold, silver, oil, minerals, and even political stability. The more resources and the stability the country has, the stronger the currency. What is the backing that God exists? Without that backing of experience, we only have belief. Through meditation, we experience peace, calmness, stillness, and bliss. We lose ourselves in something unknown and start to think maybe this is God, but we are not sure. Eventually, the experience becomes more frequent and then permanent. We experience God through osmosis and empathetic resonance. We do not need to understand God mentally, although people have tried. They have defined God in various ways, like eternal power, the absolute base, beyond forms and qualities, the ultimate cause and foundation of existence, the center of the entire universe, supreme existence, God as creator and controller, omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, possessing all the finest attributes, the cause of the world and its preserver and destroyer, and deity, God as a form, an idol, seated in heaven, administering justice and benevolence to all, an all pervading power controlling the universe. But God is beyond all these definitions and concepts. When you start a spiritual practice, it doesn't matter whether you believe in God or not. Through inner observation, you will come to your own conclusion. Gradually, you learn to remain in the meditative state throughout your daily activities. And this happens whether you are a believer or a non believer. When you start with the positive approach of belief, the journey is easier. Nevertheless, through practice, non belief soon transmutes into a heartfelt positive signal of the subtle presence of the ultimate. This experience may not match your expectations, however, so be alert. Also, when I say experience, it's not a one time thing, it's an incremental journey where one experience after another guides you and helps you validate and fine tune your beliefs. Your experience gives the backing to your knowledge and understanding of the ultimate truth. Dear sisters and brothers, let us take the pause now from the reading and let the words that we had read just now touch your inner stillness rather than your intellect. It is time for the universal prayer. So let us unite our hearts in love and offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion. and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. May this universal prayer awaken love, unity, and feeling of oneness in every heart across the world. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare for the rest tonight, take a few moments to reflect gently on your inner state. Did you notice a desire today to feel something specific during meditation or prayer? Were there moments when you sought confirmation that progress was being made? Offer these subtle attachments to the beloved Master. Feel gratitude for both the silence and the movement within. Remember, even when nothing seems to happen, the work continues silently at the soul's depth. As you close your eyes for the night, rest in remembrance, let the need to experience fade, and allow yourself to be lived by the presence that sustains you. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining this evening session. And we look forward to your presence for the morning session, which is going to be at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Until then, may remembrance, peace, and divine grace of the beloved Master be with you through the night. Wishing you all a very good night.